Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Once again, welcome Pakistan International School Type Virtual Learning System. This lecture is for grade second year, boys and girls, Pakistan Studies, Chapter 2, and this is your 10th lecture. You know that we have started Chapter 2, Initial Problems of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Initial problems of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, we have discussed all the problems which Pakistan faced with its creation. The British, and Hindus at last had to surrender before the exemplary struggle of the Muslims of India. The Hindus and the Congress, however, did not accept the partition and emergence of Pakistan from the core of their herd. They always looked for opportunities to create problems for the newly born state of Pakistan. The Indian leaders had accepted the partition in the hope of undoing it soon, but Quaid-e-Azam worked hard for it, and Quaid-e-Azam made it possible. The Quaid-e-Azam won for his people with his unflinching spirit, and people trust in his sincere and dauntless leadership. The people were profoundly grateful to the father of the nation, and Quaid-e-Azam, in his address to the nation on 15 August 1947, said, "My thoughts are with those valiant fighters in our cause who readily sacrificed all they had, including their lives, to make Pakistan possible." Today, our topic, Quaid-e-Azam's strategy for the solution of Pakistan. What kind of strategy Quaid-e-Azam adopted as for the solution of Pakistan? He was recognized leader of 100 million Muslims of the subcontinent. His political life spread over many decades, which had assured the Muslims of India of his sincerity and courage in his political arena. And Quaid-e-Azam, selfless, dedicated, charismatic, competent, honest, professional in his integrity. These are some of the words that have been used to describe the personality of the founder of Pakistan, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Jinnah, a man of principles, set very high standard and values in politics. He never compromised on principles. His personal qualities, magnificent personality, and his commitment to the cause of Pakistan had deep impact and had won him popularity all over the world. Quaid-e-Azam was not only the greatest leader of the Muslims of South Asia, he also enjoyed a position of great honor among the leader of the world. He led his nation to freedom and was able to achieve an independent homeland for the Muslims of India. And now you are very well aware what kind of efforts done by this great leader. We discussed in detail in first chapter, and also we discussed in this chapter we detail what kind of difficulties the Muslims of India faced and how Quaid-e-Azam solved all these problems created by Hindus and British. He was a man of unflinching courage and unwavering determination. These are very few people in the modern history of nation who could equal his qualities. Qualities of leadership. Qualities of leadership now we will discuss. Quaid-e-Azam approach was pragmatic. He would always devise his policy in the light of objective realities. And Quaid-e-Azam started his political career when he was joined Indian National Congress. When Quaid-e-Azam joined Indian National Congress, in 1906, which at the time was held as the only forum suitable for freedom-loving Indian. intellectual. And on that time, Quaid-e-Azam joined Indian National Congress and he started properly his political career and practically he started his political career. And on that time, he did not join the Muslim League. And also, the Muslim League was established at that time in 1906. And for the main reason why Quaid-e-Azam did not join this political party at the start of its inception or creation or establishment, because it was dominated on that time only and only Muslim feudal and not the common Muslim. In 1913, Quaid-e-Azam joined the Muslim League, and on that time, Quaid-e-Azam observed that now this political party has changed and bring about change in Muslim League feudal character. He was right, and a very short time, he was successful in making Muslim League a popular Muslim political party or proper Muslim political party. Quaid-e-Azam was a great protagonist of Hindu-Muslim unity. He always tried to bring the Congress to accept the minimum Muslim demand. Quaid-e-Azam now at the back time when 1913, Quaid-e-Azam joined Muslim League on the same time. Quaid-e-Azam was also the member of Congress, and Quaid-e-Azam tried and worked hard to bring the Congress to accept the minimum Muslim demand only in the way he believed Indian unity could be preserved, but when all his efforts were flouted by the extremist Hindu in the Congress ranks, also we discussed all these points in detail. What was the reason why the Muslim League changed its objectives? We discussed the different incidents when Quaid-e-Azam changed its uh, 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 objectives of the Muslim League. We discussed in detail, and on that time, Quaid-e-Azam changed, and he demanded for a separate Muslim country or a state in the last resort. And although the Muslims had reposed full confidence in Muslim League demand for Pakistan in 1945-46, you know that the election were held in India in 1945-46. Also, this topic we have discussed in detail in first chapter election 1945-46, and also we have discussed the role of Muslim League in this election. Muslim League won this election in 1945-46 and played a main role in this election, and the Quaid-e-Azam was ready to make concession in favor of the formula through which good neighborly relation between the Hindus and the Muslims could be maintained. And the cabinet mission, you know that 1946 cabinet mission plan, this was introduced, and the three members of cabinet became in India. Cabinet this came to India, and they introduced their plan, and we discussed in detail. It was as late as May 1946 that he brought the Muslim League to accept the cabinet mission plan, and the plan envisaged a federal setup for India, did not provide for Indian partition, and you know the reason why this plan was not accepted by Quaid-e-Azam. Quaid-e-Azam, you know, a jurist, expert in law, he was a lawyer by profession and attached great importance to peaceful and constitutional means for achievement of national objectives. Quaid-e-Azam believed in peace and harmony, and you know that he could not be jailed even for a single day by the British government during his 50-year-long career in enough to prove that he did not never break law and never did provoke his followers to terrorism and disruptive activities. And also, we have discussed Khilafat movement and Hijrat movement in detail. Khilafat movement, you know, that was campaign started, and also, you know, the history of Khilafat movement, why it was started. Many great Muslim leaders, they started this movement after the First World War, and Gandhi was elected the leader of this campaign. And I told you also when we were doing this topic, Khilafat movement, Quaid-e-Azam did not participate in this movement because he believed in peace and harmony. And in this movement, you know, all the incidents were happened in India. Quaid-e-Azam believed in peace and himself he kept himself aloof from the emotional movements like Khilafat and the Hijrat movement. He was not tempted by the idea of earning easy and quick popularity which these movements offer. Through his unbeatable foresight, he was able to anticipate that movement based on emotionally are bound to end up in terrorism and disruption without achieving anything material. Quaid-e-Azam was a loyal, a strong, committed leader and Muslim. He had a deep religious insight, but he never exploited religion for political gain. And why he demanded a separate country for Muslim, many times we have discussed the idea of Pakistan or the ideology of Pakistan is based on religion, Islam. He wanted to make Pakistan an enlightened Muslim state, but the idea of theocratic state he categorically ruled out. He had excellent qualities of head and heart. No one in the rank of Indian politician matched his superb intelligence. We have discussed in his 50 years long career is enough to prove that he did not never break law, he never jailed. And also, did you remember in Khilafat movement, Gandhi was also jailed and he was well read. His observation was keen and he was a well and fluent speaker. He was clear and pragmatic. He would prevail over his opponents that the force of his irresistible wisdom and reasoning, even his worst enemies could not question his honesty, his character, his integrity. The Muslims of subcontinent had unflinching faith in his leadership. We have discussed many times this that the Muslims of India and the other leaders they believed and they had unflinching faith in his leadership. In the difficulties that ensured partition, his statesmanship gave people courage to stand upright and face heavy odds and with forbearance. Now we will discuss following lines. We shall pick up two outstanding merits of the Quaid-e-Azam personality, negotiating skill, and the other point we will discuss the golden words of Quaid-e-Azam. Like a true democrat, the Quaid-e-Azam believed solving disputes, all the issues, through table talk, through negotiations. He seldom turned down an offer to negotiate. In 1930 to 31, round table conference were held in London on British government invitation. Quaid-e-Azam participated in these round table conferences. The Nehru report totally reflected the Hindu mind in this report and totally against the Muslims. This report shows. But Quaid-e-Azam did not lose heart even at this, and he yielded several concessions in the hope of hitting at compromise formula. 1944, Jinnah Gandhi talks were held where it was held in the residence of Quaid-e-Azam in Bombay, and he tried to solve the Kashmir problem through good offices of the Commonwealth, UNO. Even he did not turn down Indian government offer to negotiate the issue bilaterally. In May 1948, the federal government officially appointed the city of Karachi as the federal capital. A strong group in the Sindh Muslim League resented this decision and formed an action committee for getting the decision reversed. But Quaid-e-Azam, some aggrieved members to Ziyarat discussed the matter with them and successfully changed their mind with his negotiating skills. Hard work, unity, faith, discipline, these are the four golden words or the golden quote of Quaid-e-Azam, which principle he cherished most in four brief words addressing the historic public meeting at Lahore. He said, "It is now up to you to work, work, work." And also this is the advice to the people of Pakistan after the creation of Pakistan, 30th October 1947, and Quaid-e-Azam gave these golden words to the people of Pakistan, nation of Pakistan. It is now up to you to work, work, and work, and we are bound to succeed. And never forget our motto: unity, discipline, and faith. Okay. Okay, student, now the chapter is finished. Hope you understand this chapter in detail. We will discuss now the exercise of this chapter. First, fill in the blanks. It can be asked in MCQ. These blanks can write. This award was announced on 17 August. 17 August 1947. Number 2, Calcutta had a dash percent population of untouchable, 60% population. Madhupur headworks at Ravi and Ferozpur headworks at the Sutlej were given to India in the month of dash. Number 4, in the month of dash, Pakistan was admitted in the month of September. We discussed in the chapter a very next month of its creation, Pakistan became the member of the UNO. So it was September 1947, Pakistan was admitted to the membership of the United Nations. Next, question number 2, MCQs. Dash was made the head of the Boundary Commission. Radcliffe was made the head of the Boundary Commission. There were dash ordnance factory in the United India. Number 2, there were 16 ordnance factories in the United India. Number 3, there were totally 580 princely states in the United India. Number 4, the state of Hyderabad had a population of 1 crore 60 lakh according to 1941 census. Number 5, the city of Karachi was made Pakistan's capital after partition. Number 6, on 1st July 1948, the Quaid-e-Azam inaugurated the State Bank of Pakistan. In September 1944, Jinnah Gandhi talks were held at the residence of Quaid-e-Azam. Today we discuss this point. Jinnah Gandhi talks were held at the residence of the Quaid-e-Azam, where at Bombay. In April 1948, India cut water supply in the canal that irrigated Pakistani land. Number 9, Dash was the Muslim head of the princely state Hyderabad, and Dash was Nizam. Nizam was the title of the Muslim head of the princely state Hyderabad. We discussed that Hyderabad was also a princely state, and Nizam was the title of the princely state Hyderabad. Quaid-e-Azam established refugee fund for the rehabilitation of refugees. Quaid-e-Azam established refugee fund for the rehabilitation of the refugees. Now we will true false. You will do this true false yourself because we have discussed each and every point in detail. Now you will do this. Match the columns. Radcliffe Award, Gurdaspur, Kashmir, Ochnik, Field Marshal Ochnik, September 1948, Hyderabad, 30th September 1947, United Nations. Answer each question in 2 to 4 lines, but you will write proper answer, short question. How you will not write just 2 or 3 lines, you will write proper answer. How did the injustice done in carrying out partition cause to create Kashmir issue? During lecture, many answer I told you, but I repeat again. How did the injustice done in carrying out partition cause to create Kashmir issue? This answer is on page number 30 in your book, 30, Kashmir issue. That is given in the result of the injustice done in the partition. The first heading, Kashmir issue. You will write this completely, Kashmir issue. Question number 2, write a note on the issue of the settlement of refugees. Answer is given page number also 37, rehabilitation of refugees, and page number 31, rehabilitation of refugees. You can write anyone. Quote one statement of the Quaid-e-Azam regarding national integrity. Page number 37, national solidarity and stability. You will start from in one of his speech. You will start answer. In one of his speech, he made it clear. You will start from here, and then also he will mention the quote of Quaid-e-Azam: "Let us trust each other. Let us work in double shift if necessary to make our country really happy, really united, really powerful." Question number 4. In which Quaid-e-Azam important step for the rehabilitation of refugees? The main step was taken by Quaid-e-Azam. You know, the refugee fund was established, and this answer was given page number 31. Rehabilitation of refugees. You will write answer from here, and also you can write the quote which was given relating to the refugees, page number 37. But the main answer is given page number 31, rehabilitation of refugees. You will write first of all this. Question number 5. What attitude the Quaid-e-Azam thought public servants should adopt? Page number 38, guidance for the public servant. I repeat, page number 38, guidance for the public servant, complete with quotation. What piece of advice the Quaid-e-Azam gave to the students? Page number 4040. The quotation is given: addressing the student at Dhaka, he observed, and which quotation? My young friends. You will write this complete quotation in this answer. The Quaid-e-Azam rendered his message in 4 words, quote, which we did today, the last topic of your book, the last heading: hard work, unity, faith, discipline, and you will write completely this with quotation. Then state briefly the Quaid's idea regarding economy. This answer is given page number 39. Fundamental principle of economy, the Quaid-e-Azam vision, and you will write the first quotation in this. Also, you will write when it was inaugurated the State Bank. Then you will write this quotation: the economic system of the West has created. You will write complete quotation till social injustice. What confidence building measure did the Quaid-e-Azam take immediately after partition? Page number 36 in your book, page number 36, nation's confidence building, complete. Nation's confidence building, you will write complete this paragraph. What were the causes that gave rise to the issue of succession of states after partition? Here you will write page number 33, background. At the time of partition, there were 580 big and small princely states in India. The complete paragraph you will write here. What did Ochnick mention his report? This is, if you have old book, this question will be not given. Now this is the new question. What did Ochnick mention his report? In old book you will have only this is the new question, question number 10. In old book you have the question: what were the causes that gave rise the issue of the accession of the state after partition? I told you also the answer of this question. Now, what did the Ochnick mention in his report? The answer is given page number 32. Page number 32. And you will write answer. You can see here a quotation: disappointed at the Indian government's uncompromising attitude, the field marshal decided to wind up his task 4 months ahead of time sending a report, the British government on September 28, 1947, Oxley wrote, I had no hesitation whatever in affirming that the present Indian cabinet are implacably determined to do all in their power to prevent the establishment of the dominion of Pakistan on firm basis. This is the new question, and I told you the answer given page number 32. Now the long question. First question, give an account of the injustice done by the Radcliffe on the issue of demarcation of boundaries. How did Pakistan suffer due to these injustice? You will write answer page number 30, Radcliffe Award and its injustice. Complete. Next question number 2, if you have old book, in old book the question is given, give an account of the administrative problem faced by Pakistan immediately after partition. And also question number 3, write a note on Indian government attitude regarding the distribution uh, of military equipment and other assets after partition. But now the question has changed. Give an account of the early problems faced by Pakistan immediately after partition. Here you have to write all the problems. Also administrative problems, rehabilitation of refugees, division of assets, canal water dispute. You will discuss here all the problems. Now write a note on Kashmir issue. The answer is given page number 33. Also this question is old question in your book. What important steps were taken immediately after partition to resolve the early problems of Pakistan? What important steps were taken immediately after partition to resolve the early problems of Pakistan? This is also the new question. In old, this was the only 2 points asked, constitution making and formation of government. But now it has changed. You have to discuss all the early problems in detail. Here you have to write all the early problems after its creation, what important steps were taken immediately after partition. Page number 35, efforts for resolving the problems, constitution making, formation of the government, guidance for the public servant, nation's confidence building, other important steps. You have to write complete. Thank you, students. Hope you understand today's lecture. Have a nice day. Take care and revise these topics.